What if the smartest girl in the city was never allowed inside a classroom? One afternoon, a powerful billionaire followed his daughter behind her school. He heard her crying from a distance. He walked faster, anger rising with every step. He turned the corner and froze. As he cherished daughter, sitting in the dirt, holding hands with a barefoot girl, with torn clothes, mud on her legs, and scratches on her arms, but no fear in her eyes, only quiet strength, the billionaire stepped forward, cold and furious. "Get away from my daughter." His guards moved in, boots crunching gravel, the air tightened. "Daddy, please," his daughter whispered. The barefoot girl slowly stood, calm and unshaken. "I'm not hurting her," she said. "I'm helping her." Billionaire's jaw clenched. His voice dropped low, dangerous, and then said something that left everyone there speechless. Isabella Reynolds had everything: a mansion, luxury cars, a powerful father, Alexander Reynolds, a renowned billionaire well known to the world. She was perfect. But every night she cried because of math. Numbers felt cold, confusing, and impossible. No matter how hard she tried, nothing stayed in her head. The best tutors came. They explained, had repeated lessons, simplified, but still nothing worked. And slowly a thought grew inside her. Maybe I'm not smart. Across the city lived Zara Bennett, a girl with nothing but a mind that never stopped growing. Her mother, Margaret, was a teacher, strong, kind, and certain. "Your mind is a garden," she would always say. "Water it with questions and it will grow anywhere." Zara believed her until everything changed. Margaret got sick at first. It was small, then worse, a rare illness. It took her strength, then her memory. Some days she didn't recognize Zara. Bills piled up. Food became scarce. School ended. At just 12 years old, Zara was forced out. No warning, no help, just gone. That night, Zara made a promise. "I will not stop learning." The next morning she went to a private school, not as a student but as a shadow. She stood outside the gate listening, absorbing every word, until she heard the strong voice. "Hey you," a security guard. Get out." She ran, hid, and cried, not because she was chased but because she had missed a lesson. The next day she came back. This time she climbed a tree higher, until she could see inside the classroom. And from that day on, Zara attended school from the branches. Rain, sun, hunger, and pain, nothing stopped her. One afternoon Isabella sat under that same tree, homework in her hands, tears falling. "I'm not smart," she whispered. A voice answered. "You are." She looked up, Zara watching her. Moments later Zara dropped down, barefoot, calm. "Me show you." She drew in the dirt. Step by step, slow, clear, simple, and suddenly everything made sense. Isabella whispered, "I get it." Her eyes filled with light. "I actually get it," she smiled. For the first time in a long time. From that day on they met every afternoon under the tree, learning, laughing, growing, and Isabella changed. Her grades improved. Her confidence returned. Teachers noticed. Her father noticed. One night Alexander sat alone, looking at her results, shocked. He whispered. No tutor had helped. So what changed? The next day, together with his bodyguards, he followed her quietly, carefully, and he saw everything, back behind the school, the tree, the girl, the dirt. That was the day everything exploded. "Get away from my daughter," his voice echoed. Guards stepped forward. His daughter cried, "Daddy, please." The barefoot girl stood. "I'm not hurting her," she said. "I'm helping her." Stared at her, then finally he spoke. "You people." A pause, cold, cutting. "Always find a way to get close to what doesn't belong to you, you poor gold-digging thing." Silence, heavy. His daughter's face fell. "Daddy, no." But Zara didn't move, didn't flinch, didn't look away. She was used to the insults. "I don't want your money," she said. He pulled Isabella away, left without another word. But something stayed with him. Her eyes, her voice, her confidence. Days passed, but Isabella kept improving. Even without seeing Zara. Stronger, smarter, more confident. Alexander couldn't ignore it, so he investigated. "She's not a student." She was chased away. "But she keeps coming back." One guard said, "She learns from a tree." Alexander sat in silence, then one thought came. What if it's true? The next day he returned, quiet, watching, and he saw her high in the tree repeating lessons, solving problems, faster than the students inside, better, sharper. For the first time he said nothing. But then everything changed. A teacher spotted her. "You again?" Students rushed to the window laughing. "Tree girl, street rat." Zara froze, then climbed down slowly. She was dragged inside, thrown in front of the class. Let's see what you've been stealing," the teacher said. A difficult equation filled the board. "Solve it." The class laughed, waiting, watching. Zara's hands trembled, fear crept in, her mother's voice echoed. "Mind is a garden," she breathed, stepped forward, and began. One line. Then another, then another. The laughter suddenly stopped. She finished, perfectly. Another, the teacher said. She solved it. Even faster, another solved. Silence filled the classroom. A student whispered, "She's a genius." "Where did you learn this?" the teacher asked. Zara looked up. "From a tree." When the school owner heard this, everything changed. She was given a chance, a real one, to represent the school at the International Math Olympia because no student came close to her academically. But the night before, she sat quietly, doubt creeping in. "I don't belong there," I learned from a tree. "I'll fail." Her mother held her hand, weak but present. "You grew without soil, now show the world your roots." Next day Zara stood among the best, bright lights, sharp minds. For a moment she froze. Then she remembered the tree, the hunger, the promise. She began. One problem. Then another. Then another. Time passed. Pressure grew. But she didn't stop. Hours later, the results were announced. First place, the girl from the tree had defeated the world. The video spread everywhere, including TV screens. Billionaire Alexander Reynolds, who watched silent still, then he stood, took his car keys and drove. That night he knocked on Zara's door. She opened it. He looked around the small room. Her mother, the life she lived, and then he did something no one expected. He knelt. "I was wrong," he said. "I saw your clothes, not your mind." His voice broke. "You taught my daughter what no one else could." A pause. "Me make this right." For the first time Zara felt it. Not pity, not struggle, real respect. Her mother got treatment, real treatment. Hope returned. Memory followed. One morning her mother looked at her and smiled. "Daughter," Zara cried. Tears she had held for years finally falling. She returned to the school. Not outside, not in the tree, but inside the classroom. The same students who laughed stood in silence. Then they clapped. Under the tree Isabella hugged her. "You didn't just teach me math," she whispered. "You taught me I'm not broken." Zara looked up at the branches where everything began. Some children sit in classrooms. Others climb trees just to see the board. The difference is not intelligence, it's opportunity. And sometimes all it takes is one person, just one person, to look up and say, "I see you." If this story meant something to you, there are still children out there, still climbing, still waiting to be seen. Subscribe, because the next story might be theirs.